Okay, so these are divine particles, and I assume you use them to create things. They did not become divine. They became something entirely different from your ordinary observations. The particles traveling near light speed became what you call black holes. Once again, Einstein described a creation event.
I don't recall him mentioning that. Particles at light speed forming black holes?
He suggested that a body's mass increases with its velocity, as if its weight grew.
So you're saying their immense speed, close to light, made them so massive their gravitational effect resembled a black hole?
Essentially, these particles rapidly decelerated because their enormous mass gravitationally attracted slower-moving particles. As matter accumulated around the central particle, its mass grew until it was so immense that its gravity could trap light itself. The process was intensely violent and abrupt. I call it an inverse explosion, like a bomb detonating in reverse, all particles flying toward a single point, a black hole.
So most black holes formed at the beginning of creation?
The majority, yes, but slower particles formed planets and stars. Given sufficient time and size, some of these also collapsed into black holes. Other black holes formed from stellar mergers or the implosion of gigantic planetary systems.
But if most particles were near light speed, why aren't all space objects black holes?
The interaction within that initial particle cloud was profoundly turbulent. Some particles were pulled into opposite directions, remaining relatively stationary.
It feels strange to hear you call objects as vast as planets and stars particles.
Compared to the immensity of universe's creation, your largest star seems smaller than an atom to you.
That makes sense, like a pebble comparing as a mountain to an ant. Okay, one thing about the universe's first moments still puzzles me. If near-light speed particles formed black holes, what happened to those that exceeded it? You said they aren't divine, but even if they were, I can't fathom what that means.
The answer is closer than you think. Those particles constitute what you call dark matter.
Hearing this felt like a thunderclap inside my skull. So it truly exists? The astronomers' analyses were correct?
Yes. Dark matter permeates most of the universes in varying quantities. Some of the earliest universes have none. Interestingly, the more black holes a universe contains, the greater its dark matter, as both depend on the universe's initial creation velocity. Yours, for instance, formed much later in my journey. My speed was so extreme that most of your universe is dark matter.
Incredible. So we were right. About 80% of the universe is dark matter, as our studies predicted.
To be precise, 81.60519%. The decimal continues, non-repeating, until it ends.
A non-repeating decimal?
The digits do not repeat, and the sequence terminates.
So all universes, except the very first, contain black holes and dark matter?
Actually, universes created much later consist almost entirely of dark matter.
The distribution of universes along your path follows a fascinating logic. Regarding your universe's creation, black holes and dark matter, I believe that covers it. There is little more to say.
I'd like to know what's inside a black hole and to see dark matter. What is it like?
I knew you'd ask. To be perfectly candid, we are already inside one, but I see nothing. That is the nature of a place that imprisons light.
Yes, but you are the creator, God. Can't you show me? Make me perceive it differently.
Let us do this. I will remove us from it. But I warn you, there is nothing remarkable within a black hole.
I felt a disorienting shift, a dark boundary receding behind us. Before me hung a perfect, featureless black sphere. I was outside, yet a phantom sensation lingered in my chest, as if the part of me remained at its center. A profound emptiness filled me.
I told you it holds nothing of interest, merely a dark sphere. Without reflected light, it is perfectly black.
I'm stunned by its size. I'm the first human to see a black hole as it truly is, a perfect sphere. I can discern no imperfections from here.
It is indeed perfect. I attended to every detail.
In dark matter? May I see it? We moved through the cosmos. Hazy reddish clouds began to appear in my visual field.
These clouds represent what you term dark matter. They're neither particles nor waves. I find it strange to label them matter by your definitions. The color is for your reference. In reality, your eyes could not perceive it. It reflects or emits no wavelength.
To my knowledge, they cause significant gravitational anomalies. Since massive gravitational bodies are spherical, why are these clouds formless?
Remember, dark matter originates from particles that surpass light speed. They do not conform to known physics. They exert gravity, but are not subject to attraction. They do not interact with light or other particles. They can pass through planets, stars, entire galaxies, inducing gravitational variations.
Truly, dark matter is an enigma. We could never prove something invisible and non-interacting.
The key is their gravitational influence. If you develop technology to detect gravitational distortions, not gravitational lensing, you could perceive dark matter indirectly, and also see black holes as you do now.
I have no idea how to achieve that, but the scientific revolution such equipment would cause.
Dark matter possesses unique characteristics. Its nature and origin are consistent across universes. It acts as a cosmic anchor, like a glue or a magnet. I say anchor, but not in a fixed sense, they wonder. I mean, it stabilizes celestial bodies, maintaining their orbital paths.
So, dark matter gives galaxies their shape.
Fundamentally, yes.
Can I then state that the dark matter permeating the Milky Way has a spiral structure?
Yes, with exceptions. These hypothetical clouds are distributed in a spiral.
And the other universes, what are they like? Many are profoundly different from your own, but I will share an important distinction. Gravity is not uniform. As you noted, sphericity in your universe results from gravitational forces. This is not true elsewhere. Furthermore, in my travels, I have modified them with my own hands. You must see.
Suddenly, I was submerged in an alien ocean.
Have you ever seen bubbles that change shape?
What kind of a question is that? I frowned, looking at the man. He had to be joking. A massive cube of air emerged from below, drifting slowly past us. The man extended a hand. At his touch, the cube fractured into countless smaller parts, blossoming like a field of roses. The petals of air scattered, then coalesced again, forming new cubic bubbles. Fascinating, is it not? They are analogous to your terrestrial bubbles, but cubic, and their dissolution is a spectacle. How would your physics explain this? What theoretical frameworks would you construct to describe six-faced, perfectly planar bubbles? How long would philosophers debate the mechanics of this universe? Consider if humanity were transplanted here. Your technologies would be useless. Wave-based communication, tools, musical instruments, nothing would function as expected. I studied his face. It was alight with a broad smile, his eyes wide and fixed on the horizon, gleaming with excitement. I'm overwhelmed by these implications, by the potential to influence human evolution. But I'm equally struck by God's sense of humor. A sense of humor is a quality I appreciate in mankind. Many possess and wield it masterfully. The environment shifted. We were now in a sky as blue as Earth's. What's happening? Are we back on Earth? Why are we flying? I see nothing below.
We are not flying. We are drifting through the first universe I created. Here there are no black holes, only a single star and a single planet. All the particles from the initial fireworks,
He made air quotes with his fingers.
coalesced into two large objects, orbiting within a dense layer of gases enveloping the star. I brought you here to witness the potential for divergence, to observe the mechanics of a universe predating your own, which I personally altered.
Among so many universes, did you create beings different from us? Saying beings different from us feels strange. They wouldn't be men, but something else entirely. Aliens, perhaps.
No, humans exist solely in your universe. And dismiss the notion of intelligent aliens. As you've witnessed, not even the parallel universe contains humans. This, in fact, is the primary reason for my particular interest in your kind.
Why didn't you create them in other universes or on other planets?
I granted you the freedom of thought, a quality resembling my own mind. I gave you free will to act according to your desires. Subsequently, I observed a shift in the future. While I can always traverse past, present, and future, altering details, after humanity's creation, your futures were placed in your own hands. Though not omnipotent yourselves, I can no longer perceive your futures with certainty or modify them. Not even your pasts can be altered. Once I granted you free will. Moreover, everything you perceive, create, or touch becomes a permanent part of the past and an unpredictable variable in the future, for you possess the power to alter their realities. An inherent uncertainty now resides in your future. Witnessing this change, I dared not replicate it elsewhere. I observe your actions closely, curious to see the final outcome.
And a growing unease took hold of me. If he cannot predict our future, and if our past is immutable even to him, then who are we truly? Would his humanity become to have disturbed divine certainty itself? What have we done? What are we going to do? Want to dive deeper into incredible stories? Check out author Thiago Saza's books, available on Amazon Kindle. Beyond these philosophical reflections, you'll find action-packed adventures, gripping mysteries, and extraordinary tales. If you enjoyed this philosophical journey and were captivated by these revelations, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who's also searching for answers about life and our place in the universe.